You go home from school, from college, or from work feeling tired. You feel you are used up all the time of the day working on tasks that's piled up on your mind or on your desk, yet you don't feel you did well on your task. You feel you should have done better. So, what stops you from being better? Is it because your schedule is packed? Or is it because your tasks are endless? What exactly makes you feel exhausted and hardly finishing your work? Well, maybe that's because you've been busy. But we can improve, so all your work can be done on time and the results can make you proud of yourselves. Hi, I'm Ima. I'm sharing with you how I made myself become more productive and reach our goals. Now, I will ask you to join me to take a step back, to reflect and understand whether you are being busy or you are being productive. Because some of us might not be aware where the feeling of exhaustion comes from. Here's some questions to make us reflect on whether we have been busy or being productive. 1. Do you know your body hour? Listen to your body. That's what I want to say. Know yourself, whether you're a morning person or a night owl, because it will determine how you will work daily. One thing I remind you is Allah creates His day to race and night to rest. So let me suggest you to the best way for both night owls and morning people. That is to sleep early after Isha prayer and wake up early too. If you always wake up at 3 a.m., that might be not only your cortisol rating, but it's possible that Allah invites you to pray tahajjud. Answer that invitation to get a private meeting with Allah. After that, you can stay awake to do your task. Early morning silence tends to make me focus, and even though I'm a morning person, I can be productive at those hours. And I know someone that is a night owl. She can wake up very early, like midnight, or even at 2 a.m. to do her things, and she can be focused too on these hours. If the tasks are work tasks, maybe you can use this hour to pray tahajjud and plan what specific tasks you will do during the day. Or prepare your energy to do the task. If you do not listen to your body, you will always end up doing something not aligned with your body hour. Busy people, and some productive people actually, always do something without listening to their body. Skip their meals, ignore their health, sleep less. These kinds of bad habits can affect your long-term health and focus. Means you might be lost focus and not doing things effectively. 2. What kind of tired you always feel? After a long day of work or study, how do you feel? Do you feel energized and expecting tomorrow to come? Or do you feel tired mentally and physically? You realize it or not, we have our standard. Some have high standards and some are low. I myself have a high standard of myself. When I use my time effectively and work productively, I usually find myself feeling fulfilled because the standard bar is passed. I feel like I've done my best and the result is really nice. No remorse, no look back at the task, just full calm and grounded. I guess you will feel that way too if you have high standards, and of course, when you are being appreciated, you will know if you have been productive, you have done your best and aligned to your goals. But if I haven't given my 100%, do all tasks, but never perfect in my standard, it will feel restless and keep looking back at my tasks. Go home, but my soul is still at work. I feel like I can do better. But thinking of that possibility means that day I'm not yet 100% of myself. Feeling drained also means we are not enjoying the task, being busy while not remembering the goal. Indeed, no task is enjoyable, but good result at least can make us feel fulfilled and ready to the next task. 3. Are you usually hopping between tasks? Or can you stay doing one task without distraction? Changing work every minute is not a good thing. Hopping in between tasks means we lack understanding of which task is urgent and which are not. Also, we lack enjoyment and focus whenever doing one task. Hopping between tasks also makes me not focus because I keep thinking of other tasks while doing the task in front of me. I cannot feel grounded doing tasks. There is always the thought of finishing other tasks. One day I read a research result about multitasking, or here we talk about hopping in between tasks. Multitasking apparently can weaken our memory. So try to focus on doing one task at a time and work on it without distraction. No music, no YouTube videos playing. Keep hopping in between tasks does not make you productive. Believe me, it makes you busy without any apparent purpose. Number 4. Do you write down all the tasks or just do whatever is in mind? I usually make to-do lists before I start a day, together with the deadline. And we better mark which tasks we must finish by the end of the day and which can be finished the day after. If there's no deadline, try to set it yourself. If you do that, now you have the priority list. By making a priority list, you can focus on what you need to do now and not doing anything that you can do later. I know sometimes we creative workers got a bob idea. Try to put a notebook beside whatever you do and write down the idea before it's gone. We later can consider whether the idea is worth executing or not. We can do the consideration later, okay? Now focus on what is in front of you. By writing something before you decide or even start doing the thing, you let yourself breathe and focus. You'll get more of your work done than doing whatever in mind without plan. Number 5. Do you always say yes whenever your colleague asks for help? Instant yes when you are being asked to help is not always a sign of a good person. If it's a life or death matter or facing the poor, we can say yes to help them, but not in professional setting. Now I got a trick to show you. Whenever someone, your colleague or your boss, asks for your help related or unrelated to the work, practice yourself to say, "Let me see my schedule. I'll inform you later." And then write on your journal in the list things to decide later. By doing that, you shouldn't decide on spot, because deciding needs more effort to think. I myself need a dedicating my time to consider whether the task is important or not, so I can put it in between my schedule. Not saying yes instantly can make you more productive and focus on doing your main task. Then number 6, when problem appear, do you figure it out by yourself or some help from other to figure it out together? Sometimes when we have a problem, we need to remember that we have friends, our college, our family. Figuring it out alone won't get us far. Try to remember that. We always need to listen to additional insights to give us fresh ideas. Sometimes people can spot problems than we could. They can see the things that we couldn't see. The same goes to your subordinates. If you are in a position where you have some ordinates, let them grow by delegating to them. They can help to do something we missed. Trust them. Trust them that they can do well. If you are not satisfied with the results, we can always teach them how. If you do not ask others to help you to see a new point of view or delegate your tasks to your subordinates, you just make yourself tired of the load of the tasks. You're just being busy without making anyone grow, including yourself. Number 7, do you ever think that you spend a lot of time finishing something, but the task never finished and the pile of tasks never ends? Some people are perfectionists. Maybe you are too. I don't know how broad this point can reach you, but I'm sure that it does not apply to the aesthetic of human anatomy. I mean, you don't need to be perfect in what you do unless you are a doctor, especially a surgeon. Let me know what occupation should be excluded in this particular topic. Okay, then come back to the topic. This might sound weird to suggest you to not be perfectionist on what you do, but actually I just try to encourage you to seek alternative. If a regular way doesn't work, you can seek other ways. The same goes for looking for a way to go shopping, for example. If a road blocked, you would go through other roads, right, to go the shop, or even you go to other stores. The goal is you are shopping. Okay, so you can find alternatives when the road is blocked. That's just for example. You can apply it in your life. Okay, then those questions, after answering those questions, you can reflect. And now you know whether you've been busy or you've been being productive. You know yourself. In the next video, I will share with you how I improve my productivity. Okay, I hope my video can help. See you in the next time.